welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. First of all, this is where the second half of the France-Iraq game will reside, but mostly we're going to be reviewing live for Norway versus Senegal, FIFA World Cup 2026 Group I. The France game will kick off at 6:50 Eastern, so 10 minutes. Basically, when they play the anthems, will the France match restart. So the first half of this game will also be coinciding with the second half of the France game. The weather in New Jersey is not as bad. So here it is. They're coming back for that match. We'll see if the New Jersey game is put on FS1, but see what happens there. But we'll get this game going. Stratiform rain in New Jersey, so this should be fine, all things considered. But here's the Norway game. Norway-Senegal is moving to FS1. The France game is going to be on Fox as it ends. Norway, first time with 3+ goals in FIFA World Cup match against Iraq on match day 1. But I don't control the weather. I just forecast it. Senegal cannot advance or be eliminated today, but can they pick up 3 points? I do not control the weather. I just forecast the weather. Because FIFA don't want Mbappe beating Messi's record. Second half starting at 6:50 on Fox between France and Iraq. So we'll see how that goes, but let me see if I can get a... Don't slander me like that. But we'll put both games up as it is. It's called lightning. You don't want to play in that. It's not safe. They're about to warm up again in Philadelphia. We had our first rain delay. Probably, well, it's not that hard, but yeah, I guess I am the only one who can know. In the USA, lightning is a lot more, what's the word? It's a lot more prevalent in the United States of America than it is across the world. And if you get hit by lightning, you're probably going to die. Or at least get very heavily burned. Don't play with lightning. Respect the polygon. But yeah, I guess I am the only one. Giannis close to joining the Celtics. But here we are for the Senegal-Norway game, and the rest of the that's a comic book, not real life. That's a comic book, not real life. But no worries about New Jersey. They should completely get the Norway-Senegal game in. So we'll review that one at the end. Our first half is going to be a double pretty much for this game. We'll be focusing on both. It is what it is. The rest of the game for What was France's best ever squad? Honestly, 2022. They didn't even win the World Cup. But we're here. Should you be worried for New York and the Raptors? Honestly, yes. Giannis going to Boston's not a good thing, my friends. It's not a good thing. Not for Toronto, at least. We have 5 streams left of this round. 1 more today and 4 tomorrow. And I don't think there should be a rain delay for this one. But we had our first rain delay of the World Cup. It took 2 match rounds. Honestly, I'm honestly shocked it took this long. To be real. Mbappe is 3 down from Messi on top scorer list. He is 3rd by himself. So, we got a mini double over the next hour. They're going to keep the France game on Fox. And then we're going to move the Senegal game to FS1, at least for the first hour. So while we're doing that, starting 11s for the Norway-Senegal game. We got in goal, Orion Neuland. We got Julian Ryerson, Christopher Ager, Torbjorn Hegem, David Muller-Wolff, Martin Ødegaard, Sander Berge, Frederick Orsnes, Alexander Sorloth, Erling Haaland, Antonio Nusa. For Senegal in goal, we have Edouard Mendy, Malik Diouf, Moussa Niakate, Kalidou Koulibaly, Crepin Diatta, Pape Gueye, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Lamine Camara, Sadio Mane, Jackson, Ismaila Sarr for Senegal. So those are the starting 11s for that game. We have France Iraq, which will start in less than about 37, about 13 minutes. The rain isn't what causes the rain delay. No, here's the thing in America. For football, it's not the rain that causes the delay. It's the lightning. As long as the lightning has subsided and there's no tornado warning and no hail, mostly lightning, but of course you'll shelter in place for a tornado and hail. As long as it's raining, they'll play. I ain't heard them change the time. They're going to play in it. It might be a freaking waterlogged slip and slide, but they're going to play in it. So do that what you will. And stratiform rain in New Jersey, but that game should start no problem. Well, I mean, what were they going to do? Well, you thought they were going to stop? As long as it's not lightning, it won't get delayed again. This ain't baseball. Baseball's the one you can't play during rain at all. So do that what you will. It will affect the game, yeah, but they're still going to play it. Still going to play it. All right. Incoming shit second half. Hey, that's good for France, though. That's good for France, though. You don't want it to be a good. You don't want it to be a good second half. You want this game to be over with. Unless you think that Iraq is such a minnow that it being a shit second half helps them. It's either or, really. Oh, well, what do you know? That's crazy. Oh, there we go. We can fix this. Boom. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Got it. I still think MLS should be playing during this time. Looks like the rain's going to go away. Broadcast decreased. Boom. There we go. Well, what do you know? Hey, YouTube actually throws a delay into live programming. You actually have to decrease it. I just learned that. I should be a little bit closer to time. I just learned that. Thank you very much. Oh, good news, by the way. Euro 2028 officially announced it'll have no hydration breaks. There will be no hydration breaks at Euro 2028 in 2 years. So here we are. We're getting ready for this match. We start at 8:50 or 6:50 for the France game, and then we start at 7 for the Senegal game. And I will review the Senegal game once it's over, and then we'll be on to the final game of the day, being Jordan versus Algeria. So hit that like button. Let's get this one going. You got the second half of France we're going to talk about. So I'm still watching 104 of 104. And the Senegal versus Norway game. "24 teams killed the Euro." I don't agree with that. I'm not surprised, but it is what it is. Norway Senegal kicks off at 16 minutes. Stratiform rain in New Jersey. And we'll see how this game goes. We're going to have some fun with this one. I know that France won't win it. Yeah, because France doesn't do well in Euros for some reason. For some reason, they don't. First it on, getting their goal taken away. Now the weather. Top 2, Oklahoma got 2-0 Sooners after 1.5. Damn. Almost 2 screen. Yes. But we got France about to restart, and it doesn't look like it's raining that bad at all over there. I'm guessing Norway Senegal is going to move back to Fox after this is over. They're going to put Norway Senegal on FS1. So France Iraq is staying on Fox. FS1 gets Norway Senegal. So we're watching both. So I'm still watching 104 of 104. First ever rain delay of this World Cup happened right at the end of the second match day of the group stage. I'm surprised it took this long, frankly. To be honest. But again, all these domes probably helped. I won't lie. Wouldn't have been an issue at SoFi, at Houston, or Dallas Stadium. Exactly, or the Mercedes-Benz. Exactly. All these domes have probably helped it take this long, to be honest. I am, though. It's not like there hasn't been any severe weather in the country until this week. Ask Illinois. Not that there's any games in St. Louis or in Chicago, but Kansas has been hit pretty hard too, just not on match days, and that's an open-air stadium. I think Philadelphia, the night that Ivory Coast was playing there, they were playing and hopefully not having to play into a thunderstorm. So, I mean, it is. So, but yeah, the domes helped. All the domes helped. I will say that. All right. Norway, Senegal are about to walk out. And here comes the France game. So, yeah, I've been saying either way a lot recently. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. So the second half of Iraq versus France is about to start. It looks like a lot clearer in Philly. Then, of course, we have Norway versus Senegal as well. Norway advances to the round of 32 with a win. You're choosing Iraq. The Dreadlands got Norway, Senegal. We're still in Philly for France. That's just stratiform rain. This is not severe weather. It is just showers. It's just showers. It's just showers in New Jersey. There's no thunder to it. I said there was going to be stratiform rain over New Jersey, at least where East Rutherford is, for at least the first little bit of the game. No thunder is what I'm saying. Just rain showers. Rain showers. No thunder. Like a downpour, rain showers, sprinkle, some of that ilk. No thunder, pretty much. Layman's terms. No thunder in layman's terms. How do you think Italy would have done if they had the 2021 Euro squad for 2024? I don't know if they would have won in 2024. Those players were 3 years older. It's not like they lost that many players. Drinks up, fellas. Yeah. Anthem's about to be played in New Jersey. But in layman's terms, stratiform rain means no thunder, no lightning. In layman's terms. I know that I'm whatever. I know I got to dumb it down. I know I have to dumb it down. Rain showers are stratiform. Sprinkles are stratiform. No thunder, pretty much. Rain with no thunder. Winners of the Gold Cup, Euros, Asian Cup, and AFCON winners face off in a playoff final at MetLife Stadium. I mean, that would be cool, but you know what? I'd like them, if they can't do like multiple games, group stage wise, with the Confed Cup, you know, I would not mind them. I would not mind them doing it like the Intercontinental Cup, you know, where they have like each confederation play each other, and at worst you have 3 games. You know, the champions of each confederation play each other, and at the worst you have 3 games, and the UEFA team plays the final itself. Are we going to get any of these matches? Yes, they're about to restart France-Iraq momentarily, and the Norway-Senegal is walking out as it stands. There is no rain left in Philadelphia, and there's only stratiform, no thunderstorm, rain in New Jersey. In East Rutherford, no problem. The Philly stands are packed again, yes. So we're going to get the rest of the France game with no problem, and the whole Norway-Senegal game, no problem. There should be no delay in New Jersey, and there should be no more delays in Philly. We're gonna be good. People soaked but having fun. Hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta have fun. Sometimes find a way. What's your favorite video game? Like actual video game or sports video game? Because that's 2 different things. Actual video game, the Persona series. Persona 3, but the whole Persona series. A sports game. Ooh. Sports game, NFL 2K5. But actual game, Persona 3. Norway's anthem being played. Do they still do NASCAR video games? Yeah, they're actually putting one out this year. I think, yeah, they're about to put one out. EA Sports, I think. NASCAR 26. And I think Joey Logano. No, wait, no. No. Is it Denny on the cover? Or is it? So basically 8 o'clock for both. Okay. So France-Iraq is going to restart when Norway starts. So we're basically going to have the second half of the France game during the first half of the Norway game. But yeah, I think they're about to make a NASCAR video game. Yes, I do. As I said, I love all motorsport. I mean, F1's my favorite motorsport. IndyCar is now my second, but I do watch NASCAR. Blame Fox, because Fox has the rights to everything football-wise. After I got into F1, as I said, they were showing Race Hub before CONCACAF League games and on FS1 and FS2. And I was like, well, if I'm going to open the door to motorsport, I guess as a redneck, it's going to happen. Might as well let it. And I got into NASCAR as well. I mean, I knew the names for my whole life, and I knew of all three, IndyCar, NASCAR, and Formula One. But yeah, short answer, yes. Short answer, yes. And it was awesome to see Kevin Magnussen drive at Coronado. That was a fun time. Kevin Magnussen did pretty well, I thought, K-Mag did pretty well. I mean, he's one of the better road course racers, and then he dumped. Of course, Kevin Magnussen makes an enemy instantly because that's what he does. I didn't see backrooms. Indy 500. And like growing up, I always watched the Indy 500 and the Daytona 500, even if I wasn't a fan of the series. So, I mean, I always grew up watching Indy 500 and Daytona 500, even if I didn't watch the series completely. And I tried to watch. And when it came to F1 before 2020, I ever so often watched the American Grand Prix, like when it was in Indy and Watkins Glen, and sometimes Monaco. Sometimes I ran into Monaco or one of the European ones, whether I was about to fall asleep or whether I was up early at times as well. So, but I always thought the American ones were the biggest, or Brazil back at the time when it was the final race. So I can't say, it's kind of like wrestling. I watched wrestling here and there before I became a full-on wrestling fan. Same thing with motorsport. I watched the big races of all three before I became a big-on racing fan, motorsport fan. So I knew what was going on, and I don't say I just didn't want to, I guess, play into the stereotype. Yeah, I guess. And that made it hard for me. I'd say Norway win. Well, 2-2, I actually like that. Well, what'd you expect? It's been raining. Here we go. About to get going. Europeans don't know what they're talking about. Center ref Wilton Sampaio for the Norway-Senegal game. Here we go. But yeah, NASCAR was racing all over the world at one time when it was at its highest popularity. There were races in Toronto. I think there were Busch Series, nationwide Busch, O'Reilly, Xfinity Series races in Toronto. And of course, there still is a Canadian series as well. But I think there was a Busch Series race at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal that, weirdly enough, Kyle Busch was in. Ørjan Nyland for Norway, David Muller-Wolff, Torbjørn Hegem, Christopher Eicher, Julian Ryerson, Sander Berha, Fredrik Orsnes, Martin Ødegaard, Antonio Nusa, Erling Haaland, Alexander Sorloth for Norway. Games are about to get going. France, of course, restart, and I don't see no substitutions. This France game is a disaster. It is what it is. And here we go. Mendy, Malik Diouf, Niakate, Koulibaly, Crepin Diatta, Lamine Camara, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Pape Gueye, Sadio Mane, Jackson, Ismaila Sarr for Senegal. France will advance to the knockout round with a win. Oh, you're talking about the Spain-Portugal hat trick? And here we go. So no problems. I'll be able to review the Norway-Senegal game after it's over, then move on to the Jordan game. France-Iraq, we will get going. Yes. I mean, that was an awesome hat trick, though. That was a pretty awesome hat trick, though. But no, it wasn't like winning the World Cup. Norway wearing black jerseys against Senegal white jersey with green outlines. You score a hat trick than if you don't like it. Well, but it's not winning the World Cup, though. Here we go. Both games about to sync up and start. And we're off in Norway, or for Norway, Senegal. We are off for that. France, Iraq. So when we take a stats break for the half, we'll have the France game finished. Let's go Senegal and Iraq. Respectfully, yeah. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. France, Iraq about to kick off 26 seconds in. And Norway, Senegal. I don't see a timer yet for France, so it must be. They said 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Well, 8 Eastern. Header away. You liars. Either way. But we got both. So this is what it's going to feel like when this final match day happens over the next 4 days, or Tuesday or Wednesday to Saturday. Corner for Norway, and we're off for France, Iraq. We are off. Throw in. France, Iraq, we are off. Corner for Norway, 1 minute in. Norway wearing black jerseys. Those are actually pretty cool. I like those. I like their home jerseys, but their away jerseys are cool too. 45-18, header. Brought down. Norway shot wide. 2 minutes in. Another corner for Norway. Throwing. I don't know why, but I'm thinking of like Weird Al eBay right now because of that one lyric. Some guy I never met in Norway found him on eBay. Wide. So yeah, Fox and FS1. And then the Algeria games on FS1, but I wonder if they'll keep the Senegal game on FS1. That would make things easier for me. Playing forward, France. 2:14. We're halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Oh. Well, that's not what I was referencing with Weird Al. That wasn't the parody. Cross in, header. Wide. Senegal clears it wide. I'm using it on YouTube TV. There's a multi-view on YouTube TV. And I finally figured out why I was so behind. That was the default setting. I fixed that, though. Don't worry. 46-59 for the France game, 2:58 for the Norway game. Pre-AFCON, Senegal was a good team. Well, they were a good team during the AFCON. They did win the trophy until the court took it away. Gen Z discovered iPods and are replacing their smartphones out with them to enjoy music without distractions. But, bro, I knew about iPods when I was growing up. But then again, elder Gen Z here. Zillennial here. Dude, I have like one old iPod Classic. I have like multiple iPod Nanos. A couple of iPod Shuffles. 2 iPod Touches. Dude, I have so many. A couple of iPads. Dude. Well, that was more like a phone anyway. But either way, you know. I have like, what, 2 iPod Nanos? 2 iPod Shuffles. 1 iPod Classic. 48th minute. 0-0, 1-0. If I wanted to do that, I could. Discovering iPods and replace my smartphones out to listen to music. I could if I wanted to. Playing forward. I love being a zillennial. It's so much better than being young Gen Z or Gen X or Gen Y, I guess. Is it Gen Y? I don't know. 1-0, 0-0. Throw in. 5 minutes in, 1-0 for France. Well, for France, it's 1-0, 0-0 for Norway, Senegal. Cleared away by Iraq, or cleared away by France. Iraq's on the ball. Playing forward. Iraq on the ball. Senegal has the ball. Ball crossed in. Norway to clear. Playing forward. Norway has the ball at the back. Iraq trying to attack. Man, what if they did pull it off? Julian Alvarez says he wants to leave Atletico Madrid to fulfill his dream following reported interest from Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Paris Saint-Germain. Your thoughts? I mean, we saw it coming. I mean, it's pretty much the most open secret of the offseason that Julian Alvarez is leaving to go to a big club, or leaving Atletico to go to a big club. Playing forward. Throw in for Senegal. Shot blocked away from Norway. Norway struggling a little bit. Also Mexico this World Cup. I mean, it ain't pretty. I think they're solid. It ain't pretty football, but yeah, Iraq boss in the second half. Well, you were right. The rain delay was horrible for France so far. They have the ball and they're streaking though. Only takes one. Barcola still has it. Barcola pushed off the ball. Still has it. Playing forward. 53rd minute. Kind of sucks. As soon as you said they've been bossing this half, then France just gets a big run, though. We have to play rough, don't we? Yeah. Solov scored more goals than him. Julian Alvarez is a very good player. We need all the help we can get just to keep it 1-0. Yeah, but I think the weather definitely can make it a little bit more of a close game, so to speak. Okamoto. Wait, did Okamoto hit 2 home runs today? Holy. Did he? Ball cleared away. 9 minutes in. It's 1-1. No, he did not. Well. $53.30. No, Okamoto only hit 1 homer. 1-1 between the Astros and Jays. Mbappe. Mbappe scores a second. 53rd minute. 53rd minute. Mbappe makes it 2. I'm watching both. I think they want Mbappe to break the record. Worst case scenario, he breaks it at the next World Cup. Goal Mbappe. I don't see him slowing down that much in 4 years. Ten minutes in between Norway and Senegal, 0-0. Both teams have had their moments. And Senegal, well, shot. Oh, what a horrible giveaway. Goalie just oversteps it, and then Mbappe puts it away. Horrible howler by the goalie. '54th minute, 2-0. Horrible howler by the goalie. Why so many goalkeeper howlers? Yeah. Offside. Yep, that run was offside by Senegal. I think it's a 50-50 game between Norway and Senegal. I think both teams have had moments. Dillon Varsho walked. Give me an Okamoto back-to-back homer. Kylian Mbappe has tied Miroslav Klose for World Cup goals all time. If Mbappe has a hat trick, pressure and unlucky bounces, it's probably both. Also the fact that, they warmed up, but it's still not the same as playing 2 abs straight, It's not the same. Looks like Norway's going to make a sub. Okamoto! 2-0 Iraq. Or 2-0 France. That's huge. Goal kick. So how many behind? Messi. 2 behind Messi. Tie with Klose, 2 behind Messi. Holmgren coming on for Norway. And if I'm not mistaken, he'll be 1 behind Messi if he scores a hat trick, and he will be above Klose. Damn, that's got to suck. Losing the record and second place in the same day, if that's what happens. That would suck. That would suck. I don't think I've ever seen nothing like it, to be honest. France topping the group with 6 points. Norway, Senegal, Iraq. Well, France plays Norway in the final game, so winning the group will be decided by that game if Norway are to beat Senegal. That'd be crazy. Don't concede another. Nil-nil, 2-0. Norway wins the game. Well, actually, in theory, though, even if Norway draws, Norway-France will decide the group. Here comes France, chipped over off the crossbar. Well, yeah, one day Mbappe will pass Messi. It's just common sense. It's called Mbappe has at least 10, 15 years left more in his career. Shot over the bar by Norway. Ødegaard. Whoa. Don't howler it again, man. Going down. And Okamoto walked as well. Jesus Sanchez on base, or at the plate for the Jays. I'll just keep an eye on that. 2030 Spain, Portugal, Morocco, sure. Messi, Enzo Fernandez, shot, save, header wide. Messi, Enzo Fernandez, and yeah, that's about it. Honestly, that's about it that I would say are truly world class. Sooners up 3 now. Yeah, it's not going well for y'all. Yeah, it ain't looking pretty. Ball. Is he going to walk the bases loaded? 0-0, 2-0. I think Norway Senegal has been punch for punch. I think that game. Did you hear TKO? Well, bad TNA because TNA's done. That was always going to happen. Ishmael, Amin, and Sulaka are on. That was always going to happen. That was always going to happen. That TNA was going to be bought by TKO after they made the talent exchange deal. It was always going to happen. And if you didn't think so, I'd have a bridge to sell you in freaking somewhere. 60th minute, 2-0. 0-0, 16th minute. Norway Senegal has been punch for punch. They both could find a way. Messi has 5 goals for the Golden Boot race. Mbappe has 4. Mbappe scored 2 in his first match. Messi scored 3. Messi scored 2 in his second match. Mbappe has scored 2. Would it be funny if it became palindromic? Well, I didn't say we're buying everything, but I mean, if they're working with a company, why would you? I mean, they did it to AAA. Well, shit, they just bought it straight up. And Jesus Sanchez hit by the pitch. Bases loaded for the Blue Jays with 3 out or 3 on and 2 out. If the Jays get a hit, they're going to lead the game. 60th minute. Here comes Senegal. Shot blocked away. Covered. Saved. Iraq saved by the goalie. Maybe France will get complacent and concede one. Not likely. Playing forward. Norway Senegal is interesting. Both teams are basically punching right at each other. A ball to Clement. Knuckle curve. Brown is a gas can. Can he throw a meatball? Come on, Ernie. We need Ernie to do something big here. Looking at the Jays game, of course, as well. Sure as tits hope so. 62 minutes. Man, I love this chat. 61st minute, 2-0 for France. 0-0 between Norway and Senegal. We will review the Norway-Senegal game once it's over and then be live for Jordan versus Algeria. And then we'll be done for the day, and I'll be back to Portugal, Uzbekistan at noon tomorrow. Just a live there. Only 4 streams, 1 live tomorrow, and that'll be the Panama game, yes. 62 minutes. Dom has been doing videos this World Cup. He's been doing videos. I've seen that he's done videos during this World Cup. So, yeah, we're still cordial. $62 minutes, but he's been doing videos. Yeah. Unless all this lack of sleep makes me trip, and I swear he's been making videos. I've seen him in my subscriptions tab. So the sad part is I kind of feel like the actual football creators who aren't the big boys are getting shafted here for like the people who don't even know the sport. Ernie Clement grounded out. Shit. Tie game 1-1. But for the Jays. 0-0, 2-0. $63rd minute. Yeah, exactly. 64th minute. Still watching the bloody France game, an hour and a half delay. It's called the severe weather is a thing. Severe weather's a thing in the United States. So. And a player down for Senegal. Oof, Maron, that doesn't look good. Orsnes getting a year full from the ref. And this Norway-Senegal game's been a very competitive game. Very competitive game. '64th minute for France, Iraq. Shot. Pull wide. Yep. Now you know how I feel with the Prem and not wrestling. The Prem and when they're in the UK, I guess in WWE and all that. Now you know how I feel. And all these other World Cups. And I guess Sasuke. But that's even worse. Header. Time zone wise, Sasuke is even worse than Kunoichi, time zone wise. You ain't know the Japanese time zones. Sasuke and Kunoichi is much worse than England. Shot! Side netting. 66th minute. 21 minutes and 66 minutes. 0-0 and 2-0. Bro, I used to wake up at 4:30 a.m. to watch Prem games. Yep. I love hearing the Europeans complain about the time zones for the World Cup. Goal! France! 3-0! 3-0 France! What a laser! 3-0 France. Hydration break for the Norway-Senegal game. Dembele. Game over, yeah. We're back. So water break and a goal break. Dembele. At the water break, I think the Norway-Senegal game's been very, very 50-50, very punch for punch. Dembele with a goal, yep. Three 0 in the 68th minute. Alamari and Bayesh are off for Cher and Farji. 24th minute international, the hydration break. 8 goals in 61 international appearances. Dembele's first World Cup goal. Can't say I'm surprised. Can't say I'm surprised. Also, take a shot for that one as well. France and Iraq is 3-0. Norway wins or draws, they could still win the group with a win on the final match day against France. So France can't win the group today even if they wanted to. Well, I guess unless Norway lost to Senegal. Then again, I still think they'd have to at least draw Norway for that. Douay and Cherki are on for France. So we're back in the Norway-Senegal game. Water break momentarily for the France game. Momentarily. Unless the rain delay just lets them play through it. I don't know. I think they're going to have to do the freaking hydration break, though, over there. Sadly. I mean, in theory. In theory, you know, yeah, I mean, they don't have to. 69th minute, and they've been not playing for an hour and a half, so. Nil-nil. Norway-Senegal is a damn heavyweight fight. Knockdown, drag out. It's going to be a tight game, though. I mean, I do like collecting old game consoles. Heels get one back. Gallagher RBI single. Runners at the corners. One away, bottom three. In comes Oklahoma closer. Mercurius. In the third inning, their closer in the third inning. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Shot over the bar. I mean, I get it's winner take all, but that's crazy. You're using your closer in the third. Okay. Setup guy isn't as bad as closer in the third inning. At least you still have your biggest gun, so to speak, for the biggest moment. I think Messi would rather go back-to-back. The sad part is for Messi is that he's going to lose it anyway. Like, Messi might only have the World Cup record for goals for 4 years if he has it at the end of this tournament. He's probably only going to have it for 4 years until Mbappe starts scoring in 2030. The only way it lasts longer than 4 years is if Mbappe gets hurt, or God forbid, worse, before 2030. That's the only way Messi doesn't lose his record after 4 years, if he does keep the record through the World. Okay, I didn't know that would. Somebody dipped a red hot spoon into sugar and it burnt. It just burst into flames. I didn't know it would do that. Salt didn't do anything. Water cools it down. Wow. 73rd minute. Corner. Ball crossed in over the bar. '73rd minute. 74 minutes. Mbappe will be 32 in the next World Cup. That's still prime. That's like tail end of prime, but it's still prime. If he's healthy, I don't see how he doesn't score 2 goals. However big the deficit is, it can't be that big. As it stands, and who knows, maybe Mbappe breaks the record. If Messi doesn't get to the final, maybe Mbappe breaks the record and wins the World Cup on Messi's head top. I mean, it's 74th minute. I mean, that's kind of exactly what we're looking at here. But either way, 75th minute. Cross in. After this game, we have, well, of course, we have, well, one more and a review. Playing through, picked up, wide. Norway, Senegal has been punch for punch, but nobody can land a slobber knocker so far. Both teams look good. They just can't finish the final ball. France is beating the hell out of Iraq. Didn't start that way, but it definitely finished that way. So we'll see where it goes, but Senegal has more momentum than Norway, but I still think it's been punch for punch. That graph doesn't really tell the whole story. Norway's defense has been solid. Senegal's defense has been solid. I mean, it's a 50-50 game, really. So 32-76, 0-0, 3-0. Like, Mbappe is 2 goals behind Messi. If Messi stops scoring, unlikely. This tournament is set to shatter the total goals scored by all nations. Well, that makes sense. Because one more game, and if you talk about total goals scored in the World Cup, well, there's 16 more matches, or more, actually. It's at least 16, if not 20 to 30 more matches, somewhere around there. So, I mean, of course, yes. Zlatan, 172 in Qatar, 2022. Yeah, this is going to... Well, of course it's going to shatter it. Well, inning over is still 3-1. They're using their closer. But they're using their closer early. Hopefully that pans out for you. '77th minute. (1-1). Bottom of the 4th, first and second, 0 out. Let's go. Hold on. Blue Jays got first and second, bottom 4th, no out. Blue ball is... There's a guy... The Astros have a pitcher named Blue Ball. No way. 78th minute. No way. Blue ball. BLUBAUGH. Blue ball. AJ Blue Ball. Damn, his name ain't BJ. Damn it. Damn, what if his name was BJ Blue Ball? Damn, so close. Oh, he has the number 69. He wears the number 69. Ah! Oh, okay, so he's self-aware. I love it. He's self-aware. I love it. Self-aware. I love it. 79th minute. Man is self-aware. I love it. 35th minute. Yeah, because if you have a last name like that, if you're not wearing the number 69, what the hell are you doing? Self-aware. And it's bases loaded. Bases loaded for the Blue Jays. Vladdy at the plate. Nathan Lucas sacrifice bunt. Throwing error by Delgado. Got him to first. Come on, Vladdy. Come on, Vladdy. Take the lead. Take the lead. Take the lead. 35th minute. 3-0. Well, 79. 3-0. 0-0. 35th minute. Time to lock in, Odegaard. Lock in. Lock in, Odegaard. Lock in. No stinker and hooked. 2-2. And foul ball by Vladdy. Okay, I was like, damn it. 36 minute. That is the funniest shit I ever seen. 36 minute. Ball 3-2. Hey, don't pee shooter walk one in, blue ball. I'm a Jays fan. I'm fine with it, actually. The Jays already use their ABS challenges. These motherfuckers. It's the bottom fourth. 36 minute. Shot! Save! Save. What a shot by Norway, but it is saved and cleared. Vladdy. In play runs. He gets a hit. It's at least one. Vladdy has scored one. Or is it a fly out? 1-2. Vladdy flat out. Bases first and second, one out, but it's 2-1 Blue Jays. Corner for France. 2-1 Blue Jays, bottom four. Shot! Oh! Senegal puts it wide. Odegaard, you Arsenal bum. I don't know. Odegaard might need to lose his number. I'm going to be real. Akalush and Gusto. Oh, Malo! Malo's playing for France. Yay! Chelsea. Foul tip by Kirk. I have no standards. Gusto and Akalush. 38th minute, 0-0. Wait, was there even a water break in the France game? That's got to be... you. Dirty. Odegaard is getting sold. Oh, okay. Damn, that's sad, man. In play outs. Kirk flew out. RF came in. Right fielder came in too close. They couldn't tag. Varsho. We need a homer. 83rd minute. Joey Loperfido. He went back to the Astros? Huh. I wonder, when did that happen? When did Joey Loperfido go back to the Astros? When did that happen? 39th minute. '40th minute. And Varsho in play outs. Did it go straight to the wall? Flat out sharply to center fielder Jake Myers. But the Jays have the lead, so, you know, positive, right? 2-1 Blue Jays. 40th minute. Because Arsenal was the best team in the Prem this year, for better or for worse. Ødegaard is killing every opportunity. Honestly, yeah. Shot wide. Honestly, yes. That's part of the problem. I agree with Norway. Ødegaard is killing every opportunity. I do agree. Indubitably. Huh. Evan Rodriguez might be traded from the Panthers. Freeage. Elliot Friedman reportedly hearing noise involving Evan Rodriguez's name in an attempt to free up cap space. '41st minute blocked away by Norway or Senegal. Norway's chance blocked away. France winning 3-0. And we're still watching 104 of 104. We're on match what? 24 plus 24 is 48. 44, 43. So 42 and 43 at the same time. Yep. $42 minutes and 85 minutes. One more group stage, second round of the group stage day, and then we have our 3 windows of 2 at a time. Even though I'm advertising only 1, but you know what I mean. Either way. Dillon Cease has pitched 73 pitches over 4 innings. Norway's playing with fire. Or 9 men. Over the bar. Oh, goal! Goal! No. It was a goal. It is a goal. 1-0 Norway. I thought that went over. Holmgren scores. An absolute laser. Norway. 1-0 up late in the first half. Not exactly what I expected, I won't lie. Norway lands the first punch. Their punches weren't as strong, but that one was strong. 1-0. And it wasn't Erling Haaland. Shocking, honestly. 1-0. Whoa! Oh. Oh, what a shot. Gets into the box and just... What is Koulibaly doing? Well, that's why Chelsea got rid of him. That's why he's in Saudi. Crank defending. Crank, wank defending. Wank that crank defending. Wank that crank defending. Goal for Norway. It's going to be interesting. Holmgren Peterson. Oh, he's the man who came on. Okay. I got it. Holmgren came on as a sub. Took the lead for Norway. 44th minute. Cleared away, and that's covered by the goalie. Marcus Peterson. Marcus Holmgren Peterson. Came on as a sub in the 13th minute for Ryerson and scored. 30 minutes later, 1-0. Ooh, Norway, Senegal is going to be something. 4 minutes of stoppage time. France, wide. How many minutes of stoppage time will we get? Norway winning. I want Mane or Sarr to get a goal. I mean, Senegal is going to have their chances. I mean, this ain't over by a long shot, but Mbappe is being subbed off in the 90th minute. 2 goals is what he stands at. Brace and brace in 2 games. Blue Jays are 2 outs, top of the 5th. Not bad. 90th minute. 4 minutes of stoppage time for Norway. Punch for punch, but Norway's punches weren't as strong, but they landed one. Oh, they landed one. Wasn't pretty, but they landed one. 2 minutes of stoppage time for France versus Iraq because of no water break. The Blue Jays get out of the 5th, going to the bottom of the 5th. Man, I missed no water breaks. I missed it. 2 minutes of stoppage time, France, Iraq. We'll review the Norway-Senegal game after it's over, and then we'll be live for Jordan versus Algeria. That'll be the end of our day. And we'll be back at noon tomorrow. So we have the rest of this game, review, and then the next game. And then one more final 4-game day. 91st minute. It's been, I felt like this would go longer. This has flown by. I'm not even kidding. The 4-game days have flown by, man. They have flown by. $92 minutes. The 4-game days have flown by completely. This whole tournament, well, I mean, that's all this tournament has been except the first 2 days. They have flown by. Absolutely flown by. 92 minutes. France, Iraq. They still got blue ball on for the Astros. Final seconds of the first half. 2 more minutes left in the Norway game of the first half. 92 minutes. Cross in. Header away by Iraq. And full time, Iraq takes a 3-0 loss, and Norway puts it off the post. But it is 3-0 for France. And that's what Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are going to look like. 49th minute. 48-49. France wins 3-0. And that's it. France, top of the group as it stands. Norway. France have advanced to the round of 32. If Norway wins over Senegal, they will have advanced to the round of 32. And France and Norway will be for all the marbles in Group I. 3-0 to France. Kazuma Okamoto struck out. 49th minute. 1-0 Norway. Second half next on Fox. Okay, so they're going to move it to Fox. And then the Jordan-Algeria game's on FS1. There you go. Halftime, 1-0 for Norway. 1-0 for Norway. They are the team ahead. Holmgren Peterson with a goal. Damn good goal. Horrible defense. Horrible defense by Koulibaly. And here we are. So, The second half will be on Fox, so we'll put it back on Fox. Decreased broadcast delay. All right, so it sticks. Okay. With that being said, we'll take a short break at half, talk about the stats. Get this one going. France beats Iraq 3-0, and they have advanced to the round of 32. Norway wins, they will advance to the round of 32. If they draw, no, they won't. No, they won't. Because Senegal, wait, no. Actually, well, Senegal could still finish ahead of Norway on goal differential of 4 points if they were to beat Iraq. If they do draw this game. So Norway has to win to advance to the round of 32 and make the game against France winner take all. Holy miss. That was a bad miss by Norway late. I think they're going to regret that. With that being said, sit tight, be back. Short break, 3-0 for France, 1-0 at the half. Stats at the half, sit tight. Back for the stats of the half. Yep. So sorry for you, man. I'm so sorry for you. Pinche FIFA. Stats of the half. Man, I'm sorry for you, McChronicle. That sucks. Blue Jays are up 2-1 in the bottom or the top of the 6th. At least the Jays are winning. Starting 11s are as follows, or stats are as follows. 50% possession to 50% possession, 8 shots to 6. 4 shots on goal to 1. We got 3 big chances to 1. We got 8 total shots to 6. We got 3 shots off the goal to 3. We got 4 shots on goal to 1. We got 222 passes to 221. 86% pass accuracy to 87. We got 12 throws to 11. 0 offside to 2. 0 yellow cards to 0. 0 red cards to 0. 6 fouls to 1. 1-0 at the half for Norway. I got to say, for me, I think it was a 50-50 match. I think it was a 50-50. It still has been. It is a 50-50 match. I think Norway's punched heavily at Senegal, or they punched at Senegal. Senegal's punched heavy at Norway. And Norway have been bad offensively. They've had some really bad misses, and Odegaard has made the play look very choppy, so to say. Choppy. Odegaard's not at his best game. He has not had his best game. If he was playing at his best, Norway would be winning this. I wouldn't say easily, but like 2-3-0. And Norway, their finishing hasn't been there besides Peterson. Norway's thrown soft punches, but they've thrown punches at Senegal. Senegal's thrown some big punches, and Norway's defense has made sure they have not landed fully flush. Norway is up 1-0, but frankly, if this game ended up as a draw, that would be fair. If Senegal came back and won it, that would be fair. But Norway has the lead. Can they hold on to it? That's pretty much what it looks like in the first half of this game. 45 more minutes of this game. We'll review. We'll review this game once it's over. And we'll be back for the Jordan versus Algeria game. And then one last 4-match day. One last 4-match day. So we'll see how the second half goes. But one out. Jordan is up. They'll move the game, and the Jordan game's on FS1. Ten to midnight. Holland for 2 goals net. Last leg for 500, and he missed open net. Yeah, that's not Holland for you. That's not the normal Holland for you, I gotta say. And he would have 1 there, but Norway's kind of been a bit questionable. Very questionable. Jordan Alvarez walks. Top 6, 1 out. Second half about to start. Here we go. Called strike on Christian Walker. Hey, if the Blue Jays win, they'll be at 500. You had to guess what's the % chance he gets 2.5. I mean, it's Holland. 30-40%. I wouldn't bet against him. Odegaard's probably the reason why he won't. He ain't playing. Odegaard ain't playing well. Odegaard's probably the reason why he won't. And we're off. 45th minute, 45-13. It's going to be on demon time after that miss, hopefully. Yeah, if there's anybody who'd miss a goal and get even better, it'd be Holland, yeah. '45th minute. Norway advanced to the round of 32 with a win. And that means Norway versus France would be for the group win. And Iraq and Senegal are fighting for third place. If Norway's to hold on to the win. If Senegal wins, then Senegal has to beat Iraq just to finish second. And Norway, if they're on 6 points, the head-to-head would put them third. So that's a walk. 47th minute. Ceases on 102 pitches. Playing forward. Here comes Norway. In through. Holland! Goal! 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 Erling Holland! 2-0. Well, there's one. There's one for you. Erling Holland makes it 2-0. Erling Haaland scores. Perfect pass over the top, and it only took one touch. As I said, if anybody was going to get better after missing one, it was Erling Haaland. Haaland, he's a blue just like his dad. Now he's at the Etihad. Haaland. Whoa. Didn't expect that. I forgot. I didn't know. There you go. Erling Haaland with a goal, 2-0. '48th minute. What a pass and what a shot. Oh, man. Just past. The defender foot. $2-0. I'm gonna take it. I'm closer. That's what Senegal get. Morocco better. Treat Morocco better. In play outs for Paredes. He lined out to Jesus Sanchez. 2 on, 2 out for Cease. 49th minute, 58 goals and 52 international appearances. Third this tournament. Erling Haaland is on fire. Goal in each of his last 12 competitive appearances for Norway. Brother's got more goals than international games. Then again, it's Erling Haaland. I can't say I'm surprised. Erling Haaland. 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 Altuve against Cease. Maybe. I don't know. Well, that's one goal for you. Haaland getting at least one for you. He needs another. Now you kind of at least say 45%, maybe 50% that he does it. Betting on Haaland scoring is like betting on the freaking... Either way. Vamos. Dima Maghrib. One strike away from getting out of the 6th inning for Dillon Cease. It's probably got to be his last batter. If he gets out of it, he's not coming in for the 7th. There's no way, right? What a return for Dillon Cease, by the way, for the Toronto Blue Jays. Saved. Saved by Neuland. Dillon Cease comes back to the Blue Jays from injury and comes back with a 108-pitch outing. Almost 110-pitch outing. 1 run, 6 innings. Jackson Lowell. I'm not surprised he missed that. That's exactly what he does. 51st minute. Foul by Altuve. Clear foul. Ref didn't call it. The ref ain't calling. No ref's calling anything. Walk off the pitch now. How shameless are they? How shameless are they? Oh, what a hit. In-play runs. Houston ties the game. Altuve with a flare of a single, and it's 2-2 again. Damn it. Playing forward. Senegal. Goes down in the box. It's in. It hits the back of the net. Hits the back of the net. And Ismail Assar makes it 2-1. They ain't out of it yet. Senegal ain't out of it yet. Ismail Assar. Gets heavily tackled, but he gets a touch to it. Boom. Gets a touch to it. Smart play. Diouf and Gay off for Jacobson and Bai. Leadoff homer, Sooners. We're not winning the title. Yeah, you're not. Brain Fisher in for Dillon Cease. Dillon Cease goes 5 2/3 innings, gives up 2 runs, and pitches 100 pitches. 54th minute. Fifty-fifth minute, 2-1. Over the bar. Over the bar. Palace boys balling. And the Blue Jays will ground out for Diaz. Blue Jays go up back to bat. The bottom of the 6th. Tie game 2-2. Blue Jays if the Blue Jays win, they will be back at 500 for the first time since like April. 56th minute. 56th minute. Playing for. Can Holland get another? Ball crossed in. Holland. Oh my God. Erling Holland. Goal! Goal! Ah! 2 goals. Erling Holland. Again. 3-1 Norway. Well, your parlay cashed. Erling Holland with 2 goals. I underestimated him. 57th minute. 3-1. What a play. Goal, Erling Holland. Good bounce. Good pickup. Amazing cross, and Holland just side foots it. Berg with the cross, and Holland just pops it as soon as he gets the foot on it. Bar down ski. Bar down ski. Bar down ski. Bar down ski. George Springer struck out swinging, damn it. Bar down ski. Bar down. Down the middle. I mean, it wasn't top Ched, but you know what? Koulibaly, worst performance of all time. I told you, this is why this man is in Saudi Arabia. Dude was ass when he left Chelsea. Ass. 3.8 rating on FOTMob, and honestly, it should be lower. Stinker and hooked. Or at least it should be. 3.8. And the goalie's down hurt. Erling Holland. Whoever had that parlay, you cashed your parlay. Erling Holland's that man. He is that man. So our score, Palace boy, Norway can win now. Well, they're looking like they're going to win. Holland, Holland. He's blue just like his dad. Now he's at the Etihad. Holland, Holland, Holland. Oh, well, what do you know? Easy finish. For Holland, yeah. Is that Alfie? Is Alfie there? Alfie is there, I think. The last time a Labour PM in the UK resigned, Chelsea won the league. Keir Starmer resigned. Chelsea, I guess they're going to win the league this year. Somehow, some way. Chelsea will win the league somehow. Sito would be proud of Koulibaly. Oh my God, I can't wait to see the meme that's going to happen with this Sito. The seat hole torture chamber meme. Just slandering Koulibaly. Because for some reason there are memes where they put Seed Hole's picture in a bird cage and they're basically shitting on the worst player of every game. It's the craziest slander I've ever seen. TikTok, they're out there. Alfie Holland and Dwight York fought in a Manchester derby. Lionel Messi, 2 goals. Kylian Mbappe, 2 goals. Erling Haaland, 2 goals at the World Cup today. Onside. That was the first goal. That was the Senegal goal. 61st minute, onside. '61st minute. Edouard Mendy might be crocked. Eyes crocked. He's crocked. End of the 6th. It's 2-2 between Houston and Toronto. 3 innings to go. They're going to have to make a sub. Senegal in goal. They're going to have to make a sub. Mendy is crocked. He's off. He's crocked. For Diall. Diall is in for Edouard Mendy. And Cease. Cease is coming on for Senegal. Senegal got the hardest group for an AFCON champion. FIFA knew what we knew. Well, I guess they didn't. Kamara, because it happened in December. Cease for Kamara. That might be the end of Mendy's tournament. Yeah, he's crocked. Caught. 1 out on Loperfido. Fisher gets the first out. Holland is second goal tonight, 4th this tournament. I don't exactly know how Mendy got hurt, though. It didn't look like Holland ran into him. Must have got hurt on the landing, I guess. 3-1. 3-1. One more game to do today. After we review this one, that'll be the Jordan-Algeria game. Also, people saying Norway didn't play very well against Iraq. Norway won in play-outs. That's 2. I mean, I'm surprised. I don't know how you could say that. I thought Iraq had their moments, but I thought Norway rightfully won that game. '64th minute. And the Blue Jays get out of the inning. That's pretty easy. 64th minute, 3-1. Blue Jays on fire. Blue Jays ground out. Delgado grounds out. And the Blue Jays get 3 outs top of the 7th. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. 3 innings to score a run, if not more. 64th minute. If the Jays win, they'll be back at 500. Cleared away. Corner for Senegal. 65th minute. Cross in over the top. Header. Cleared away. Kurt Varsho Okamoto. Playing forward. Oh! Picked up. Do you think Elise will be the top assister? I mean, when you have Mbappe in your team, it's pretty probably. Playing forward. I know. I underestimated Holland. I underestimated him. WTF Koulibaly is so desperate. Playing forward. Koulibaly is getting absolutely cooked. Bro's getting cooked. I can't say I'm surprised, though. The man was shit at Chelsea, and he got sent to the freaking Saudi Pro League. Saudi Pro League! Big shouts out to Kalidou Koulibaly for absolutely just dropping the worst. Saudi Pro League! Washed. Water break. 67th minute. Brother is washed. Brother is washed. Could have told you that before he got sent to Saudi Arabia. At least Edouard Mendy isn't washed. He just took the bag. I mean, he's hurt, but overall, you know. Edouard Mendy isn't washed. So do that what you will. We will review this game once it's over, and then we'll be back for the final match of the day. We only have 4 matches left in the second round of the group stage. And tomorrow's our last day of 4 matches in a row. I thought this was where I was really going to gain my burned outness. I did not. I did not. So, positive. In play, no out. Dalton Varsho with 1 out on the board. Dalton Varsho will get a hit. Single for Dalton Varsho. 68th minute. '69th minute. Senegal needs to win against Iraq just to finish 3rd. I underestimated Norway. I underestimated Norway. Very much so. Ball to Okamoto. Hydration break. Playing in the stadium. Called strike on Okamoto. Respect. 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 That's all I want to say. Love it. I love it. In play, no out. Let's go, Okamoto. That's a good way to describe me. Okamoto doubles, second and third, 1 out. So as long as we get a sack fly, we're going to have the lead. Come on. Come on. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Ernie. Put it in the air. And we have the lead. Noosa is off for Sheldrup. Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's go, Blue Jays. Sar. The other Sar is coming on. Koulibaly is off. Stinker and hooked. Stinker and hooked. 71st minute. Koulibaly is off for Pape Sar. Stinker and hooked. Stinker and fucking hooked. As it should be. As it should be. Get out. Get out. Get out, Koulibaly. Oh no. Norway's topping the group on goal differential. Which means goals scored. Oh my God. France isn't top going into the final day. Of course, that doesn't exactly matter. We still have to play the final day, and it's Norway versus France. But Norway scored 7. France has only scored 6. Norway's top of the group. As we stand, Norway's top of the group. Norway's going ahead of France. Going into France, being ahead of them. I know. So as long as they draw, Norway wins the group. They don't have to win now. All they have to do is draw, and they'll win the group. Because they'd still have more goals than France. Goals scored than France in that case. And an equal goal differential. All Norway has to do if they hold on, well, if they hold on to a 3-1, and if they score another goal, well, then they just have the goal differential. So then again, they'd still only have to draw. Wow. Brian King on to pitch for the Astros against Jesus Sanchez. No double play is the good news. Oh, Miles Straw's replacing Jesus. Okay. 73rd minute. 3-1 Norway. Norway's been very dominant in the second half. The first half was punch for punch. Norway's been so much more dominant in the second half. This is what I expect out of, well, I don't know if I'd say I expect this out of Norway, but I definitely, and a player down hurt, 74th minute. Definitely very good today. And the Blue Jays score. Jays have the lead. Sack fly for Miles Straw. Blue Jays have the lead. 3-2, I think. In play outs. 74th minute, 3-1. In play runs. Miles Straw out on a sacrifice fly. Varsho scores. Okamoto to third. Blue Jays up 3-2. Blue Jays up 3-2. Yeah, we're keeping an eye on it. Player down hurt for Senegal. 74th minute. Ernie Clement gets a hit. We'll have a 2-run lead. Astros have challenged the previous call. You ain't going to get it. I don't think so. Oh, this might be a penalty. Ooh. Drop ball. Drop ball. Drop ball, goal kick, 75th minute. We'll review this game once it's over. We'll be back for the final game of the day, and then there you go. Three and one count on Ernie Clement. Holland with 2 goals. Holmgren Peterson with 43. Saar answered for Senegal, but Norway are up. Ernie Clement walked. Andres Jimenez gets a hit. We have a 2-run lead. Ball crossed in. Header. Cleared away. 76th minute. Playing forward. '76th minute. 3-1. Cleared away. Playing forward. '77th minute. Norway's definitely been more dominant in the second half. This has been more what you expect, and Andres Jimenez struck out swinging. Jays are 2. If they get 3 outs at the top of the 8th, they are only 3 outs away from winning the game and going to 500. Nah, Norway's just been better in the second half. '77th minute, or 78th minute, I should say. Rank all confederations. I mean, UEFA's still number 1. CONMEBOL, top heavy, but 2. CONCACAF 3. Africa 4, Asia 5, OFC 6. But the gaps aren't as big as you'd think. I'd say CONCACAF is better than CONMEBOL and AFC is better. CAF is better than CONMEBOL, honestly. But just because of Argentina, I'm going to leave it UEFA, CONMEBOL, CONCACAF, Africa, Asia, OFC. Definitely even smaller gaps at the bottom, though. But if you wanted me to compare. '80th minute. Needing Algeria. Need an Algeria win tonight, and I hit for another 15. 150, okay. Good. Off to Nevada, nice. 2 out, 2 strikes on Matthews by Tyler Rogers. Senegal crosses, headed away. Over to Bar. '80th minute. Bus is still on time, even switching the drivers. Shit, they switched drivers. Damn. Lamont. Pit stop. Box. Box. I can't do it. In play, no out, single for Bryce Matthews for the Astros. 81st minute. That's not a good sign. 3-1. I mean, makes sense. They switched the drivers, but endurance racing or endurance bus driving. Endurance bus driving. 82nd minute. Endurance bus driving. Pray tells it Max Verstappen. I'm kidding. He could probably do it though. Top of the box. Saved. And that's another single for the Astros. Jordan pulls it. And it's a short ground ball. First and second. Ball crossed in. Senegal shot. Saved. Oh my God. 83rd minute. Offside. And that's because Jackson sucks. Jackson's almost 6 feet tall, but no hot shot at football. Bring him a goal that's 20 feet long, maybe 40 feet long. Maybe he'll play like a pro. Double play. No head up and out. Oscar Bob coming on. And Østegard coming on. Double play. Got him. Double play for the Jays. With a man on third now. Well, as long as they get the out. Hegem and Sorloth are off for Oscar Bob and Østegard. All subs have been made. 84th minute. Paredes. Just don't let it be a hit. Get the out. Get the out. Get the out. Foul ball. Ball on the foul. 84th minute. Player down hurt for Norway. 84th minute. Brought down. '85th minute. Walked. Tyler Rogers walked him. Well, at least that's acceptable. Altuve up next. 85th minute. Lowell. Foul ball. 85th minute. Free kick, 86th minute. Played over the top, headed away. 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go. We'll review this game once it's over. We'll be back for our next game. Foul. Okay. Ball crossed in. Blocked away. Playing forward. Norway up 3-1 with minutes to go. 87th minute. Messi 5 goals, Mbappe 4, Holland 4. And the Blue Jays will get out of it. They're going to the bottom of the 8th. 4 and out, and the Jays will move on. 87th minute. Shot blocked away. Well, Holland almost got a third. In through. Ooh. Here's a chance. Foul the other way, 88th minute. Ground out for Altuve. Blue Jays are 3 outs away from winning the game and going to 500 against the Astros. '88th minute. Udegaard is out. See how much stoppage time we get. Probably 6 or 7 minutes. 89th minute. Playing forward. 1 minute to go plus stoppage time. Into the box. Chips over and cleared. Oscar Bob! Over the bar. Over the bar. Is this karma for walking off the pitch, or is this just their trash? I don't know which. Champions don't walk off the pitch and throw fits. Real champions don't walk off the pitch and throw fits till things go their way. I guess. 90th minute. This might be the group of death of the World Cup. In play, no outs. Springer gets a hit for the Blue Jays. Bottom of the 8th. 90th minute. Ball crossed in. You know what? I underrated Norway. 9 minutes of stoppage time. You bastards. I thought this game would end a couple of minutes before the top of the hour. injury. For the record, I've stopped watching the Tar Heels. Game over. We lost. Says McChronicle. Yeah. George Springer got a single. Nice. 91st minute. George! Ha-ha! Savior of the Blue Jays. Oh, good. Good for the Street Profits. They won the World Tag Team titles. Wait. 91st minute. Good for them. Playing forward. Norway still wants to put belt to ass. What a disaster for Senegal. What a disaster. What an utter disaster. '91st minute. In play, no out for Lucas. A hit for Nathan Lucas for the Blue Jays. Who are your players to watch for Algeria versus Jordan? Algeria player to watch from their starting 11. I got Ait-Nouri, Ryan Ait-Nouri. Jordan, I got Tamari, Musa Tamari for Jordan. 92nd minute. We'll review this game once it's over, then we'll be back for the next match. Here's a chance. Senegal goal! Senegal makes it 3-2. Ismaila Sarr. Twice. 2 goals, Ismaila Sarr. Horrible defensive play by Norway, and now Norway's back under France. Going into the final day. Then they'd have to win. Boom. Game not over yet. Ball lands to Sarr. Horrible defense. Didn't even notice him. And it's 93rd minute goal. 3-2. Sarr keeping Senegal alive. 93rd minute. Now you park the bus. If you're ever going to park the bus, now you park the bus. Vladdy singles. 3 straight singles by the Toronto Blue Jays. And it's bases loaded with no out. If they don't score any runs, I'm going to be pissed. 94th minute. Bases loaded, Vladdy single. Imagine Senegal equalize. What a game. Norway, France on Fox, Senegal, Iraq on FS1 on Friday. '94th minute. So honestly, if I'm being honest, horrible defense tonight. In the second half especially. The only reason Norway didn't score more is their offense was garbage in the first half. Or choppy as all hell in the first half. Sarr's too good. You're not wrong. 95th minute. '95th minute. Ball crossed in. Cleared away. And Kirk's 0-2. Ball crossed in. Senegal! Cleared away. Corner. Senegal's trying to get that point. They're trying to get that point. To where if they beat the hell out of Iraq, they might still finish second. They are trying like hell to get that point. that maybe they don't exactly deserve. I say they don't deserve the point. They damn near should have been destroyed even more. And Holmgren, in-play runs. In-play runs. Blue Jays got a sac fly from Kirk. Yep, George Springer scored first and second, 1 out. Blue Jays up 4-2. Corner for Senegal, ball crossed in, and they're defending -1. 96th minute. And Østegård's holding his head. 96th minute. '97th minute. Double play. Well, at least the Jays got an extra run. Jays got an extra run. Well, bases loaded, but Varsho grounded into a double play. Classic Varsho. 97th minute. Review this game once it's over, and then Blue Jays are 3 outs away from being at 500 for the first time since April, which you won't see that happen unless like a 3-pitch outing happens. But I will. 98th minute. 3-2. 3-2. Varland's in for the Jays. '98th minute. Diaz, Loperfido, and Myers. Yeah, kiss your ass goodbye, Houston. Kiss your ass goodbye. 98th minute. 1 minute to go. Over the top. Yeah, I didn't think that would happen. '98th minute. '99th minute. Corner, last kick of the game. Can Senegal salvage a point that they probably don't deserve? Ball crossed in. Header missed over the bar. Over the bar. Could have been a hat trick. If Holland didn't have 2 goals, Sarr would be man of the match. I'm going to be real. Sarr nearly saved Senegal's ass when they never even deserved a point. I'm going to be real. 99th minute. Sarr is damn good. The rest of them were ass. Sarr suddenly realized he wasn't playing Liverpool. I don't know why he hates Liverpool. Out for a throw-in into the 100th minute. Throw-in. Over the top. Headed away. Full time! Full time! Norway holds on for the win, 3-2. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. notification. Hit that hi button to put stuff in the algorithm. Hit that join button to become a member. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match, and then we will be live tonight for the final match of the day. Would be Jordan, Algeria, and then of course we have our 4 matches tomorrow. And France and Norway both advanced to the round of 32 with these wins, and they fight for the group win on the final day of the group. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace.